Math 106, Module 4.8, talking about simple and compound interest. So in this lecture video, I'm going to show you some application problems involving with simple interest. So what's a simple interest? A simple interest is basically a formula that says your interest is equal to principal times your interest rate times time. Simple interest is the most fundamental formula involving with finance. Okay, anything regarding to borrow money can be the basic foundation is using this formula. So I stand for the interest. Okay, earned or paid. Principal is what you borrow basically, and the rate of interest R, and the time is always in year. Okay, or a fraction of an year. Okay, but T is always going to be in years. So let's take a look at some example real quick, so I can show you how we can use a simple interest formula. So Joanne loaned David some money, $15,020, at an interest rate of 18% for 231 days. How much will David pay Joanne at the end of 231 days? So be very careful. It says how much will David pay. All right. So what does David pay? David's going to end up paying the principal, what he borrowed, plus the interest. Okay. And that's what we call the total amount using capital letter A. Capital letter A stands for the total amount you have to pay back. Okay. In this situation, capital letter A stands for total amount need to be repaid. That will be principal plus the interest. So let's first find out what the interest is going to be. Then we can add on to the principal. So interest is going to be principal times rate times time. So David borrowed $15,020 times at the rate of 18%, which we know in decimal notation is 0.18. Okay, just like when we're dealing with percent equation, anything that's percent got to be in decimal notation, times the time. Well, David's only borrowed this money for 231 days, so that will be 231 days out of 360 days in a year. Okay, so this for this problem it says 360 days. So sometimes certain problem we use 360, certain problem we use 365. So that all depends on the problem. In the business world, there's only 360 days because we always assume there's only 30 days in a month. For 12 months, there's only 360 days. All right, so let's put this in the calculator real quick, and we will see what the interest is gonna be. So 15,020 times 0.18 times parenthesis, right? Fraction, always put them in the parenthesis. 231 out of 360. So the interest David will pay, and money is always round to the nearest hundred. 117.34 and 81 cents. All right, so this is the interest that David will pay. So the total amount that he will pay Joanne at the end of the 231 days got to be 1734.81 plus what he borrowed, which is $15,020. And that would tell us exactly how much he will end up paying back. So I'm going to take my 1734 that's on my calculator and just add on to 1520. All right, $15,020. So that's 16,754 and 81 cents. Okay. All right, so that will be the answer. Total amount need to be paid back. All right, Kim loaned Joey $14,370 at an interest rate of 19% for 5 years. how much will Joey pay Kim at the end of the 5 years. So again, Joey need to pay back Kim the principal plus the interest at the end of 5 years. That will be the total amount need to be repaid. So once again, we need to find our interest. So we take our principal, $14,370 times the interest rates are 0.19 times the time. This 5 is already in terms of years, so we can just say 5 years. So let's check it out. 14,370 times 0.19 times 5. So that will be $13,651.50. So that's a lot of interest, right? Because this is actually 5 years worth of interest accumulated. Okay. So how much will he need to pay back to Kim? That will be $13,651.50 plus what he borrowed. So our total plus 14,370. So at the end of 5 years, need to pay back $28,021.50. Okay. So just a quick 2 example on how we can use the simple interest formula, the most fundamental bottom line foundation formula for finance. All right, that will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.